Hey there, boss lady. Have you ever wondered if you truly have what it takes to succeed as a content creator? The journey from doubt to confidence is one every woman faces, especially those of us who are content creators. I'm here to remind you that you are enough. And these three words take credit for the mindset shift that transformed my journey. You're closer than you think to your six-figure mark. You see, I used to be a teacher. I don't have a fancy business degree. I didn't work in corporate or at a bank or come from a family with a whole lot of money where growing wealth or growing legacy wealth was the topic at the family reunion. So if I can grow to six figures, so can you. Here's how. Today, I'll share the 3 mindset shifts that you can use to become a six-figure creator. Mindset shift number 1, recognize your strengths. You got strengths, friend. The first thing you should do is take a moment to list the skills and experiences that you already have. What have you achieved so far in your life? How have your past experiences prepared you for where you want to go? Acknowledging your strengths is the first step in building the confidence to move forward. At the end, I'll share how to recognize the signs of a six-figure creator. But for now, let's talk about the fact that you actually have strengths. What are you good at? What do you do well? What do you do that nobody can do like you? There are 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds that are making six figures, and they don't have half the experiences that you have. The reason why they're able to make six figures at their young age is because they're using the strengths that they have and they're partnering with someone who can help them do it. Well, for you at your grown age, with experiences and the strengths and the aha moments and the ebbs, the flows, the challenges that you have overcome, all these are bottled up into this superpower strength that you can use to make it to your six figures. Let me give you an example. In my journey, transitioning from the structured life of a teacher to the unpredictable world of entrepreneurship was both thrilling and a little bit unsettling. I remember my first day as a full-time entrepreneur sitting at my desk and wondering what is happening. What are the days ahead going to bring? And it was just kind of like those first days in my classroom, stepping into an unknown world filled with questions like, will I be able to make this work? Could I really turn my passion into a thriving business? And the answer is, because the thing is this, I've known since 3rd grade I would be a teacher. And I grew into the teacher that I became, from not being very confident to being teacher of the year candidate. Like, I know now that everything that I need to succeed is already in me. And when it was a little bit unsettling for me at first as a full-time entrepreneur, I leaned on the patience that I cultivated as a teacher and the skills that I learned as a teacher, like being able to break down complex concepts and having a passion for others to succeed. All of these were tools that I could carry with me into this new chapter, and I leaned into that. And I learned that the key to being thriving wasn't managing the unknown. It was really more about recognizing the value of what I already had. And oh, did I go for it. Like, look at me now, friends. And the same is true for you. No matter where you are in your journey, remember that you are enough. So take inventory, a quick inventory of all the skills that you've acquired in your life. That is huge. And with that passion that you have, you can use your skills and that passion for your next level of becoming a six-figure creator. You have the fuel and the drive that you need right now to turn yourself into that six-figure creator success. You just got to trust the journey and keep moving forward, which leads me to mindset shift number 2, because number 2 is just a ticket. Mindset shift number 2, reframe your challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, view them as opportunities for growth. When you encounter a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This shift in perspective will empower you to tackle challenges with resilience and optimism. It was a very challenging shift from teacher to entrepreneur. Teachers are taught to fail in business. And here's what I mean by that. We are natural givers. Let's say Miss Brown down the hall sent a student to my classroom for some staples. I'm not checking inventory to see if what I have in stock is very little so that I'll know how to price it for high demand. Or if I have a whole lot, how I should price it to sell to get rid of more. I'm just sending the whole box, no invoice, no expectation of payment. I'm just giving it to her. Let's say we're on the playground and I'm having a conversation with the teacher about how Johnny was not learning division and I cracked the code to help him succeed. I'm not invoicing her for a coaching session to teach her, to coach her how to help Johnny. I'm spilling the beans right there on the playground because that's how it works in education. We're givers. We share. We kind of had to. That's the only way we can survive on the salary we were making. Okay, let me recenter. I feel like I'm starting to vent. The point I'm making is this. I had to reframe my challenge of thinking like a teacher and think more like an entrepreneur. Now, there are outliers where giving away has a special place in the creator business system, but that is a video for another day. The point is, I had to take those challenges and I had to reframe it around entrepreneurship. Now, here's a big one. Like a big challenge in my mindset, in my teacher mindset that I had to overcome. As teachers, let's just call my students my customers. I never had to beg my customers to show up. No marketing, no sales pitches. As a matter of fact, my students were required by law to come and gravitate toward my product. So I had to reframe my challenge of thinking that customers were just going to be pouring in, flying in. I had to reframe my thinking to, okay, nobody's just showing up for me. Nobody's going to come into my space because they're required by law to do so, because they're required to learn from me. I had to reframe my thinking to know that I have to show value first. I have to show value to get their attention, to earn their attention, to deserve their attention. And I hope I'm deserving your attention right now. And if I am, hit that like button, that share button, and go ahead and subscribe and join our YouTube tribe while I'm dropping down some of this knowledge, this mindset knowledge. Okay, I know that's very corny. Let's move on. Once I shifted to mindset number 1 and recognized my strengths, and then shifted to mindset number 2 and reframed all those challenges, then it led me to mindset number 3, and it was a game changer. Mindset shift number 3. Commit to consistency. Consistency is the key. Shifting your mindset is powerful, and what fuels that mindset is the consistent actions that take you to 6 figures as a content creator. And one of the many actions that you need to master is content creation. You are a content creator, so that would make sense. So here's what we'll do. We will set small, achievable goals that align with your strengths and stick to them. Because over time, these small steps will lead to big results. Here's what you can do. When creating content, always frame that content around who you help and what you help them do. What this consistent content creation practice will do is grow your general audience followers into more valuable followers. Your general audience followers are people who follow you to connect with your content on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. Then they grow into customer followers. Why? Because they understand that you have valuable content and they want to grow from what you're sharing that you can do. They grow from a general follower to a customer follower, all the way to a loyalist, honey. And let me tell you what a loyalist is. That loyalist follower is that person that is screaming to the rooftop. They are sharing with the world. They're telling everybody they know, friends, family, in the elevator, about the grapes at the Publix, that they have accomplished this big thing in their life, not because they're bragging, because they actually achieved a transformation that they would not have achieved if you didn't help them. So a loyalist is somebody that's telling others about you. That's the kind of follower you want. And it's consistent, valuable, rich content, the practice of it, that's going to lead you to that kind of follower. And you really need to make a mindset shift so that you can start creating this kind of content. It doesn't even have to be perfect. Just start writing. But when you do start writing, when you do start creating that content of yours, just frame it around those two questions. Ask yourself, before you get your pen, before you start typing, who do I help? And what can I help them do? Write your content around that. It is a mindset shift. It truly is. And when you make these mindset shifts, you begin to believe more and more. You begin to write more and more. You believe that you're actually going to get to that 6 figures. And you'll get there much faster when you truly believe you are enough. You want me to say it again? You are enough. I'll even sing it. You are enough. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Let's make this bold declaration together. Type enough in the comments to make a bold statement that you are a 6-figure creator. Now, as you are shifting, just know it's a process. These are shifts that you're going to have to take continuously because obstacles are going to come, because doubts are going to come. Rinse and repeat these steps over and over again throughout your journey. Are you ready to make a move? I know you've been thinking about this a lot lately, and yes, you can, because I got you covered, girl. I'm never gonna stop creating ways for you to succeed in life and in business. And I have an exciting challenge for you. It's the 6-Figure Creator Challenge. Click the link in the description to take the next step and join the challenge so you can hit that 6-figure success. One step, any step, is the best step to succeed. And clicking that link in the description is one step. It's a good step. Now, at the beginning of the video, I told you that I was going to share with you 5 signs that you need to be on the lookout for that 6-figure creators are actually doing in their journey. And these signs need to show up in your life. Here's a video that breaks down the 5 signs. So click right here to check it out and see if those signs are showing up in your life. It's Angela here, and you got this because I got you. And until next time, always be creating. Bye for now. Here's your video.